Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of RMVXACE. Today we're going to be covering something pretty fundamental to the start of any game, and that is letting the character choose, in this case, whether their character is going to be a male or a female, what face that character is going to have, and the name, of course, and the class. So basically we're doing a character creation tutorial for the player, not an RPG Maker engine tutorial. So we're kind of talking like Pokemon. At the beginning of a Pokemon game, you get to choose your name and the names of the characters around you. In an RPG, sometimes you get to design your character. If you're playing Skyrim, you get to really go in depth with what your character looks like. In our case, we're going to keep it pretty simple. But of course, as you get used to these very basic techniques, you will be able to evolve what you are doing in your game, and hopefully extrapolate into more complicated and more advanced and spectacular things. Basically, there are tons of ways to do this, but they're pretty much all the same girl with different makeup, if you know what I mean by that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump into the database, and we're going to go over to the actors. So basically, what I want you to do is clear all this out. Okay? We're going to make these blank because you don't know what your main character is going to be, okay? But it's going to be actor 1, okay? We're not going to make a bunch of different actors and allow your character to choose one of them. We're going to create... They're going to be creating actor 1, so no matter what, they are going to be actor 1. So, the parameters... We'll mess with the parameters in a second, but essentially we're going to jump into classes as well, and you're going to have to choose what the classes are for your game, what the potential classes are. We're going to have fighter, and mage, and maybe a ninja, and whatever. Okay, so it doesn't matter what they are. Your game will have whatever your game has. I'm not going to go into depth with this, and that's really all that you need. Skills, as far as that's concerned, that'll be set up in your own game, and then of course the in-depth part you'll have to set up yourself, like what weapons each class can control. Okay, so make sure you're setting up your features in the class section rather than the actor section. So mine are filled out from a previous episode that I did a tutorial in, but make sure yours are blank here in the actors tab, and your classes are where they're filled out, unless of course you find a reason for filling out the features in the actors, but that's up to you, right? But for this tutorial, make sure that's blank. You shouldn't have anything in here, just in the classes. So set up your classes the way you want. That's the first part. If you don't know how to set up a class, I have a tutorial for that, so please go visit my video section and watch the tutorial for setting up classes. Okay? So, first thing we're going to do is so I'm going to jump back into the actors tab. We're going to actually set the graphics to a butterfly, okay? Because the way we're going to do this is we're going to throw our character into the game. He's going to be wandering around as a butterfly, and we're going to give him NPCs to talk to. Now, this isn't obviously a way to present this to the character. This is me just showing you how to use the events that are available to you for setting these things up. I don't suggest doing it this way as far as the way you present it to your player. But this is me showing you just how to use the functions. So I threw this map together obviously just for the point of this demonstration, and I want you to put your character's starting position here just so he's on this map. And yeah, so I've created two NPCs here, and I'm going to move them down here a bit, and I'm going to create a third NPC. And he's not going to look like a male or a female. He's going to look like... I've got cars in here for some reason. But anyway, what are we going to choose? Somebody trapped in a crystal. That looks good. very mystical looking. No, that's stupid. It's going to be a cow. You're going to speak to a cow to begin your journey. But anyway, so what we're going to do with the with this guy, he's going to be who we talk to if the character wants to become a male, okay? And the girl is going to be who they talk to if they want to become a girl, okay? So what we're going to do is leave the same as character priority on there because, you know, yeah, we want him to be the same level so you can interact with him with the action button. When you talk to the boy, he's going to say, I transform you into a male character. And then, is that what you want? And then you're going to get a choice, okay? So show choices, yes or no. Make sure that they cannot cancel, okay? Disallow, so that we just have these two options. If they say yes, that's what they want, then you're going to change them to the male sprite, okay? We're going to turn them into this guy. So what you're going to do is go into the system controls and go to change actor graphics. So right now you're the butterfly, but this will change you into that character and that face. Okay, all I did is double click on the boxes, and this is actor 1. We want to be changing actor 1, okay? Second thing is if they say no, and you know, you give a message under that, say, well, okay, your loss. I'm pretty cool. Now it's up to you whether you specify a face graphic for this. We can do that. In fact, why not? Let's go back, and just for the sake of showing you, I'll make sure that there's an actor graphics for all of those. Cool. So that's all he does, and then she does the same sort of thing. You know, I can change you into a female character. We're doing some hard. This is going to be a cross-dressing sim, okay? That's what this game is going to be. I can change you into a female character. Is that what you want? And you know, you get the choice. So I don't have to go back and set this up the way I just did with the last guy. I'll put the portraits in right now. Actor 2, cool. So is that what you want? And you know, show choices, yes or no. Make sure you cannot cancel. You don't want them to be able to hit escape and just botch out of this. And then you say yes. Then you change the character into it's in the system settings on page 3. Change actor graphics from the butterfly to this female, and you know, of course, the female face. Okay. And if they say no, you know, it's because we have to give birth, isn't it? I mean, that's why I don't want to be a woman. It's a pretty big downer. It's just that would suck. If you're a male, you have nothing to complain about in life. I'm not going to really get into the sex ed of it, but it really sucks to be a woman as far as you know, crapping a baby out. I can't imagine that was a wonderful experience. I mean, I'm talking out my ass now. I'm going to get slapped by some woman somewhere, but it's okay. Anyway, that's what you want. Pretty basic stuff there. And so yeah, when you talk to either of those, you're going to get those questions, and answering yes or no will change you into the character that we are according to what we've set up. Now, of course, you can change any of the things that I've just entered in here to suit your own needs. And what we can even do is right when we're doing this, so you've got this purple line, double click on that purple line, we can even make it fancy. So we can show an animation on player. You know, we'll do holy. I always like we'll do holy 1. And I'm going to Control C on that. I just copied it, and we're going to go into the girl, and we're going to click on the purple and Control V so it shows up above the purple. And so now we have a cool little animation when it changes us, okay? And what's the cow going to do? The cow's going to ask us what class we want to be. So, you know, you can have it say there are a number of classes in this game. You know, you can talk about it however you want in your game. And then show choices. Oh no, not yet. Which one would you like to be? And of course you can include information somehow of what each class is. If you wanted to do that, you could say, let's say, instead of which one would you like to be, you could say which one would you like to learn about. Probably have a question mark in there. Excellent. Which one would you like to learn about? And then you can show choices. You know, you've got your knight, you've got your mage, and you've got your ninja. And make sure you can't cancel. Okay. And then you could have, if they click knight, you could say, you know, this is what it's like to be a knight. That's what that says. It says this is what it's like to be a knight. And this one says, you know, this is what it's like to be a mage, quite similar to being a knight. And this is what it's like to be a ninja, just an A. That pretty much sums up what it's like to be a ninja. And then you could say, after all of that, you could make a new choice that says show choices. Sorry, a new comment. Would you like to be one of these classes? Question mark. And they would be like show choices, yes or no. Make sure you disallow or cancel. If they say no, then they get out of this scot-free and they can come back later and make their choice. If they say yes, then you show text. Which one would you like to be? Question mark. By the way, I'm double clicking to get to enter this information. And then you say show choices. And then you do your thing again. Knight, mage, ninja. Awesome. Disallow cancels. And then under each one, so make sure you're under each one, because only that's where the choices are made. So double click on knight, on the blank under knight, and you go into these systems and you say, it should be under here, change, no, it's not there. Maybe it's over here, timing, movement, screen effects, character change. I thought it would be change under systems. Save menu, change account, change formation, change actor. Nope. Change, there it is, change class, sorry, it's under actor. Change actor class. So we're making sure that we're on, you know, this blank for actor number 1. And then you just pick the class. Obviously I've got fighter here, so for the sake of this tutorial, fighter is a knight. And then you can copy this, Control C and Control V for fast access, and then you right click on it and say edit. If he's under the mage, you say mage, and then we'll paste that under ninja as well, edit that, and say ninja. Okay? Fighter, mage, ninja. And that will change the player's class. Okay? Now, before they get to talk to any of these characters, we're going to make an auto run. And this auto run, I'm putting it up in the top left corner for organization. This auto run is going to say, welcome to our cross-dressing sim. What will your cross-dresser name be? and then you go to actor change name. Pretty simple right there. Change name, actor 1. Actually, you know what we'll do? You do select. It's in here somewhere. Is it? Maybe this one's under system. Change. It should be input. Name input processing. There we go. So under scene control on tab 3, name input processing, you go to actor, and then you can pick the maximum of characters you want it to be. The reason this is dangerous and you need to plan this carefully is because your text in your dialog boxes, anytime you use your character's name as a variable in your text, I don't know if you're going to do that or not, but if you do, it could push the text off the edge and you won't be able to read it. So you've got to make sure you account for how big this name is. So, you know, make it 5 or 6 or whatever you want, but be wary of how you use that in the future, okay? So I'm going to say 6 for now. And there we go. And then once that's completed, control self switch A, you need to turn this off because it's an auto run. If you don't turn this off when you're done, it will either continue to loop or it will freeze the game, and you don't want either of those things. So then you make a new tab after that and you hit the self switch A check mark and it will run it as a blank. Cool. That's all you need to do. You can do a ton of other things. Sometimes what you should do is you know, at the end of this, if you said yes, go underneath the purple there where you change the graphics and say control a switch. We'll say boy is chosen, and we'll make a second switch that says girl is chosen. Okay, so we're gonna, for this one, turn boy is chosen on, and if we do but let's say when they do that, you have to make sure you turn girl is chosen off. That way if they go and change their mind, you know, they're not both on. So turn boy on and girl off, and I'll copy both of these, control C, and when you go to the girl under the purple, we're going to control V and edit this so that boy is turned off and girl is turned on, because I mean we always want the girl turned on, right? I mean okay, so to show you how that might work, I'm going to put one little person over here and we'll say, you know, just this guy, whatever, it doesn't matter, and we're going to run a conditional branch, okay, which is on page 1, conditional branch switch. So this is our switch. We're going to say if boy is chosen is on, the person's going to say, just so you noticed, I emptied this box right here. Okay, so if boy is chosen is on, the girl will say, this person will say, oh my gosh, you're a boy like me. And we're going to put E and apostrophe like that. Now we're going to copy this and paste it underneath so that we've got two of them now after the branch ends. And in the conditional branch we're going to say girl is chosen is on. And if that happens, he's going to say, you, icky, you're a girl, not me, I'm not a girl. Okay, so that's what he's going to say. And if neither is chosen, that's going to be right here. We're going to insert conditional branch. No, okay. We're going to show text before both these conditional branches, and he's going to say, did you pick your gender yet? And you're gonna say show choices, yes or no, branch. You're gonna say yes. If you say yes, leave that blank. If you say no, put you better go do that then. And then you're gonna say underneath that end processing. It should be here somewhere. Oh dear God, where is it? Where's end processing? Exit event processing, there it is. So where it was, oops, it's right here under flow control, exit event processing. So don't erase event, just exit the processing. So that's under no, okay? So take a look at that setup, that's what I've done, and I'll show you what that does. So here we go, we're going to run this test right now. Save practice. New game. So we showed up in this place. Welcome to our cross-dressing sim. What will you cross-dresser's name be? And I'm going to be Dave. There we go. Dave it is. Okay, my name is Dave. So if I go in here, you can see that Dave, I'm pointing to the screen like you can see that. Right there where I'm pointing, Dave is level 1, he's a fighter, okay? This fighter butterfly. So I'm a butterfly flying around. By the way, if you're interested in the arrow above my head, I have a tutorial for that one. It's in my script tutorial, adding scripts to your game. Check that out in my videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to the guy here, and he's going to ask, I transform you into a male. Is that what you want? And I can say no. Well, okay, you're lost, I'm pretty cool. And nothing happens, okay? But if I talk to him and I say yes, boom. Okay, wait a sec. My graphics didn't change, not sure why. Let's see if it works for the girl here. I can change you into a female character. Is that what you want? Yes. So hers worked. I'm not sure why the guy's didn't work. We'll go in and double check that in a second. But anyway, so I'm a girl now. That worked. And watch, I'll go talk to the guy up here. Did you pick your gender yet? I can say no. You better go do that then. And then we exit the event processing. That's what we set up. But if I talk to him, did you pick your gender yet? And I say yes. Ew, icky, you're a girl, not me. I'm not a girl. See, the conditional branch detected that we have chosen the girl. So if I go talk to this guy, I transfer him into a male. See, it's probably because I forgot to specify the graphics, and I'm still a butterfly in that setting. But anyway, that will have turned the male switch on. Did you pick your gender yet? Oh my gosh, you're a boy like me. As you can see, the conditional branch is picking up that I'm a boy right now. Now, if I talk to... So remember, I'm a fighter. If I talk to the cow, there are a number of classes in this game. Which one would you like to learn about? I can say a ninja. A. So I learned about the ninja. Would you like to be one of these classes? And I can say no, and that will cancel the processing, and nothing happens. But if I talk again and I say, I'd like to learn a bit about the knight, and he's going to go, blah, 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 blah. Would you like to be one of these classes? And I say yes. Which one would you like to be? And I'll say the mage. I'll be a mage. So you could do another animation and do something cool. But as you can see, Dave is a mage, right where I'm pointing again, above his HP there. And you can see that my total HP and MP has changed too. You know, it increased because, you know, a mage has more health than a fighter. In our classes it does. But anyway, I'll quickly jump out of this and we'll show you what went wrong with this guy here. So when I changed the actor graphic, as you can see, I didn't actually fill this out, and that's why. So I must have been doing something while I was talking, but anyway. There. Now it will work. And I'm going to make sure that the girl actually changes my actor picture. Yeah, it does, okay. Anyway, so now that I've done that, you can see that it does in fact work. By the way, this also proves that everybody makes mistakes, and making a game is all about checking to see if you set everything up correctly. Everybody should make sure they test their games before they release them to the public and find the bugs before everyone else does. So there you go, guys. That is how you customize your character. Now you can set this up in different ways to make it presentable to the player in however your game needs it to be presentable. Obviously you don't have to set this up in the form of people you can talk to. You can set it up as, you know, an auto-run event that just asks you those questions straight up like Pokemon does. Or you can, if you're good at programming, you can program a scene, if you know what that means. But anyway, this is how you do it, guys. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more from me, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.